In a peaceful village nestled between rolling green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a young girl named Maya. She spent her days exploring the forest, collecting wildflowers and listening to bird songs. One sunny afternoon, while wandering deeper into the woods, Maya discovered something extraordinary hidden beneath an old oak tree. It was a cage, ancient and rusted, with a peculiar bird inside. The bird had bright blue feathers that shimmered like sapphires, and golden eyes that seemed to watch her with remarkable intelligence. When Maya approached, the bird opened its beak and spoke in a clear, gentle voice. "Hello, child. My name is Skylight. I have been waiting for someone kind enough to find me and listen to my story." Maya gasped in wonder. She had never heard an animal speak before, and her heart filled with excitement. Without hesitation, she opened the cage door, and Skylight flew onto her shoulder. From that moment, an extraordinary friendship began to bloom between the girl and the talking bird. The gift of words, as days passed, Maya brought Skylight home and introduced him to her family. Her parents were amazed and curious about the bird's remarkable ability to speak. Skylight quickly became part of the household, sharing his wisdom and making everyone smile with his witty observations. The bird possessed an incredible memory and noticed details that ordinary birds would never see. Skylight spent time in the marketplace with Maya, perched on her shoulder as she ran errands. He observed everything carefully and remembered every detail with precision. One day, a concerned woman from the village approached Maya with a troubled expression. "Child, I heard something troubling today," she said. "The baker was complaining that his scales were broken, but I also heard rumors that he was cheating customers intentionally even before his scales broke. Can your clever bird tell me what really happened?" Maya looked up at Skylight and nodded eagerly. The bird's eyes gleamed with the opportunity to share his knowledge. He began to tell the woman exactly what he had witnessed in the bakery over the past weeks. He described how the baker deliberately shortened the loaves on certain days, how he marked some bread with his name and others without any mark, and how he blamed careless employees for the missing grain. The woman thanked Maya and hurried away with the information. When words become weapons, what happened next surprised everyone in the village. The woman spread the story throughout the community, sharing every detail that Skylight had revealed. Soon, people began avoiding the baker's shop entirely, refusing to buy bread from someone they now believed was deliberately dishonest. Customers demanded refunds for purchases made weeks before and complained to the village elder about his unfair practices. The baker's reputation crumbled within days. Desperate and angry, the baker sought out Maya and Skylight. "Your bird spoke lies about me to damage my business?" he shouted. But when Maya asked Skylight about this, the bird insisted that everything he said was absolutely true. The baker had indeed been dishonest. However, as more people learned what had happened, a strange conflict emerged in the village. Some people praised Skylight for exposing the truth and protecting the community from a dishonest merchant. Others criticized him for spreading information that hurt someone's livelihood and brought shame to the baker's innocent family. The baker's young son was teased by other children. The baker's wife struggled to feed their family as customers stayed away. The burden of honesty. That evening, Maya sat beneath the stars with Skylight perched beside her on the soft grass. The bird was unusually quiet and reflective, his golden eyes reflecting the moonlight with a troubled expression. "Skylight, you told the truth, but why do so many people seem unhappy now?" Maya asked softly, genuinely confused by the situation. The bird sighed deeply, a sound that seemed to carry both profound sadness and ancient wisdom from somewhere deep within his soul. "Because, my dear friend, I have discovered something crucial about honesty that I did not understand before." Skylight began to explain. "Truth is indeed valuable and absolutely necessary for a good society. But truth without compassion, truth without considering how our words might affect others, is not complete wisdom at all. The bird continued his explanation with careful thought. A fact can be completely true, yet the way we share that truth can still cause unnecessary harm. Truth delivered harshly and publicly, without giving someone a chance to understand and change, is a powerful weapon rather than a tool for good. Skylight explained that while the baker had been dishonest and deserved consequences, speaking the truth loudly and publicly in a way that destroyed his entire reputation and his family's well-being without giving him any chance to reform himself was also deeply wrong. There are many ways to be honest. Skylight continued thoughtfully. One way is to speak everything we know to everyone we meet without filtering or considering context. Another way is to speak the truth privately, to help someone understand their mistake and give them a chance to correct it themselves. There is a significant difference between being honest and being careless with the power of our words. The power of thoughtful truth. The next morning, Maya and Skylight decided to visit the baker. They found him sitting outside his shop, looking exhausted and defeated. Instead of pointing out his past wrongs, Skylight spoke gently. "I told people what I observed, and I spoke the truth, but I did not speak it in a way that gave you a chance to change. If I had come to you first, privately, and helped you understand how your actions were hurting your customers, perhaps you could have improved your business honestly without bringing such pain to your family." The baker was surprised by these words. He looked at Skylight with new understanding. Slowly, he began to see that his own dishonesty had set him on a path toward this downfall, but the way his mistakes were exposed had also been unnecessarily harsh. Over the following weeks, something remarkable happened. The baker worked to rebuild his reputation by being genuinely honest in his business. He improved his practices, used fair measurements, and treated his customers with respect. Skylight helped by speaking positively about the changes the baker had made. Gradually, customers returned to his shop, not because they forgot his past mistakes, but because they could see his genuine effort to change. The secret revealed. As the seasons changed and time moved forward, Maya came to understand the true secret of honesty that Skylight had been teaching her. Honesty was not simply about telling facts or exposing wrongdoing. It was about using truth as a tool to help people grow, to build better relationships, and to create positive change in the world. Honesty meant speaking truthfully, but also speaking thoughtfully. It meant considering how our words would affect others, and asking ourselves whether speaking certain truths at certain times would truly help, or simply hurt. It meant giving people chances to understand their mistakes and improve themselves. It meant being honest with ourselves about our intentions when we speak. One evening, as Maya and Skylight sat together watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and gold, the bird turned to her with wise, knowing eyes. "The greatest honesty, dear friend, is the kind that comes from a heart that cares about others as much as it cares about truth. When we combine honesty with kindness, when we speak truthfully, but also compassionately, when we use our words to help rather than harm, we discover something beautiful. We become not just truthful creatures, but truly good ones." From that day forward, Maya carried this lesson throughout her life. She learned that honesty was a responsibility, not a weapon. She understood that speaking the truth meant nothing if it was not delivered with care and consideration for others. And whenever she faced a choice about what to say and how to say it, she would think of Skylight and remember the most important lesson about honesty of all. The truth matters, but so does how we share it with the world. The lesson lives on, years later, when Maya had grown into a woman. She would tell this story to children in her village, just as you have heard it today. She would explain to them that honesty is precious and necessary, but it must always be balanced with compassion and wisdom. The talking bird had taught her that real integrity comes not from perfect truthfulness, but from thoughtful truthfulness. It comes from understanding that our words have power and using that power responsibly. And as children listened to her story, they would learn the same valuable secret that Maya and Skylight discovered together. They would understand that the greatest gift we can give to the world is not just the truth, but truth spoken with love.